Morning children, welcome to class 4 EVS. Children, we were doing chapter 10, our earth. In this chapter, we will be reading the position of the planet earth in the universe, how day and night are formed, the difference between rotation and revolution. Children, we have done introduction part. Today we are going to do the sun and the earth and shape of earth. Children, before going to the topic, we will revise what we did in our previous video. So children, let us start our today's. What is this children? This is earth. We live on earth. It is the place where we live. So children, this is earth. Children, earth is a unique planet. Children, earth is a unique planet. What do you mean by unique children? Unique means something special. So, children, in the solar system, earth is a planet where we have life. So, children, it is the only planet which has life. No other planet has life. Children, have you ever thought why earth has life? Children, have you ever thought why earth has life? Children, it is only because of the two component, that is air and water. So children, here we can see the picture of air and water. As we know, air and water are the two things which are very important for all of us. Without air and water, we cannot live. So, these are the two things which supports life on earth. So, children, air and water are the two components which support life on the earth. Children, this is earth. This is earth surface. This is earth surface. So children, this is earth and this part is called earth surface on which we live. Children, this upper part of the earth is earth surface and this is earth. Now, let us read more about its atmosphere. So children, this is earth. The earth is surrounded by a layer of gases. The earth is surrounded by a layer of gases. This is the layer which surrounds the earth. So children, this is the layer which surrounds the earth. This layer is called atmosphere. So children, this is a layer of air which surrounds the earth and this is called atmosphere. Children, this layer is made up of different types of gases. Children, this layer is made up of different types of gases. Now children, as we know, the layer surrounding the earth is called atmosphere. So we can see this is a picture of, this one is earth, this one is earth and this is atmosphere. Children, this is sun. This is sun. Sun is the only source of heat and light on earth. Children, as we know, sun is the only source of heat and light on the earth. Children, the heat and light comes on the earth in the form of these rays. Children, here these are the rays, R A YS rays. Now children, can you see here some of the rays which are reaching the earth, and there are some more rays which are going back. They are striking the atmosphere and going back into the space. So what do you mean from this, children? We have studied in our previous session about these rays. So children, why some of the rays are going back? Children, as we know, atmosphere acts like a filter. Atmosphere is a protective layer. Protective layer means it is something which protects earth from harmful rays of sun. We have already studied in the previous chapter, and today once again we are revising. In our previous session also we have done the same, that sun sends many rays to our earth, but only few rays are able to reach earth, and the remaining go back into the space. Why it goes back into the space? Because children, some of them which causes harm or which are harmful are sent back to the space. So children, these are the rays which come to the atmosphere and go back to the space, only because these are the harmful rays which may affect the people or the living things living on earth. That is why atmosphere does not allow these rays to come on the earth, to reach the earth. It sends it back to the space. So children, these are the harmful rays which are not allowed to reach the surface by the atmosphere. So the atmosphere protects our earth from the harmful rays of sun. So children, this is one thing. Do you know, children, this is the atmosphere. It also helps to keep the temperature of the earth steady. Steady means uniform. Uniform means एक जैसा. इस एटमॉस्फेयर की वजह से ना तो अर्थ पे बहुत ज़्यादा ठंडी होती है, ना बहुत ज़्यादा गर्मी होती है. यहाँ का टेम्परेचर इज़ ऑलवेज यूनिफॉर्म, मीन्स it is always maintained so that living organism can survive on the earth. It is only because of the atmosphere. So children, now have you understood how important this atmosphere is for the earth? Yes, it is very important for the earth because it is like a protective layer. It is exactly a protective layer which protect earth from the harmful rays of sun, as well as it also helps in maintaining the temperature of the earth. Children, this temperature is one of the reason why life is able to survive on earth. Other than water and air, temperature is another important factor because of which life is able to survive on earth. So children, it also helps to keep the temperature of the earth steady. Steady means uniform, एक जैसा, और it doesn't change. चेंजलेस कह सकते हैं, जो कि कभी चेंज नहीं होता, हमेशा एक जैसा होता है और वो लाइफ को यहाँ एग्जिस्ट करने में हेल्प करता है. सो चिल्ड्रन, दिस इज़ वाई this atmosphere is very important for the earth. It plays important role in the life of earth. So children, this is the atmosphere which helps the life to sustain or to survive on the earth. So other than air and water, atmosphere plays very important role on the surface of earth. So children, now children, as we know, atmosphere consists of mainly two gases. Actually it is made up of mixture of gases, but mainly it consists of two gases, means most part of the atmosphere is oxygen and nitrogen. For example, nitrogen is about 78% and oxygen is about 21%. So children, remaining 1% is all other gases. For example, hydrogen, helium, argon, krypton, etc. So children, this is the main constituent of atmosphere. Most part of the atmosphere is nitrogen, and the remaining part is oxygen, and very less quantity is carbon dioxide, argon, helium, etc. So these gases are present in very small quantity. So children, this is the composition of atmosphere. Now, as we know children, water is another component which help in the existence of life. This is water. Water plays very important role in the existence of life on earth. So children, as we know, water. The earth is covered by 70% of water. Children, our earth is covered by 70% by water, and remaining 30% is land. So children, land. Now this 3/4 means when we divide earth into 4 parts. Suppose we divide earth into 4 parts, 1, 2 and 3 out of 4. So we can say 3/4 part is water and 1 out of 4 is land. So children, we can say 1 out of 4 is land. So children, 3/4 part is water and 1/4 part is land, and this land is made up of rocks, soil, sand. So children, the 1 part out of 4, that is 1/4 part is land, and this land is made up of rocks, soil and sand. Only 1/4, that is 1/4 part of land which consists of rocks, soil and sand. Now children, water on earth. Water is found in the form of ocean and sea. These are the biggest bodies of salty water, means these are the salt water bodies. Children, this part of the water found in earth is not fit for drinking or for the household activities. As we know, most part of the earth is covered by water, but still we face scarcity of water. Scarcity means coming, means shortage of water. Why children? Because biggest part of that water is salty water. Children, salt water can't be used for drinking or for other household activities. That is why we have only limited water or the fresh water bodies which can be used for drinking. So the fresh water bodies which are found on earth are very limited, and that is why we face scarcity of water, and we keep on saying save water or save water. Now some fresh water bodies found on earth are stream, river. The snow when melts flow down the hills and mountains to form river and stream. So children, these are the fresh water bodies which can be used for drinking. These are fresh water bodies. These are river and stream. Now some other fresh water bodies are river. This is river or stream. These are the freshwater bodies. Now, these are lake. These are another freshwater bodies, but they have still water. Means the water in lakes do not move from place to place. It keep still standing at the same place, as the lake is surrounded by land on its all side. Similarly, ponds. Ponds are another still water body, and these are also freshwater bodies. So, these are pond. These are the different sources of water found on earth. Yes. Sun and earth. Children, as we know, sun is the only source of heat and light for the earth. It is one of the source which provide heat and light to the earth. Children, as we know, we cannot live without heat and light on the earth. It also allows living things to grow and survive. So, children, let us read more about sun. So, children, this is solar system. This is solar system, and this is sun. At the center of the solar system, we have sun. Children, as we know, sun is stationary. It does not move, whereas all the 8 planets move around the sun in an orbit. So, children, the path on which all the planets revolves around the sun is called orbit. So, children, for every planet there is a definite path. This path is called orbit. So, children, the first planet that is closest to the sun is Mercury. Children, Mercury is the smallest planet on solar system. Children, Mercury is the planet which is closest to the sun. It is the smallest planet of the solar system. Children, do you know Mercury is extremely hot in day or during day and extremely cold during the night. So, children, as we know, this is Mercury. This is Mercury. Mercury is the closest planet to the sun. Children, Mercury is the smallest planet found in solar system. As it is closest to the sun, it is extremely hot during day and extremely cold during the night. So, children, this is Mercury. It is the smallest planet in the solar system. It is extremely hot during the day and extremely cold during the night. Now, next we have Venus. Children, as you know, Venus is the hottest and brightest of the all planets. Children, if you look in the morning sky, you can see Venus in the morning, as well as you can see in the evening. If you see in the morning sky, you can see Venus, as well as in the evening, if you see in the sky, you can see it there in the sky. Venus is the brightest and hottest planet of the solar system, as it can be seen in the morning and evening. It is also called as the morning star or the evening star. So, children, Venus is the second planet of the earth, second with the distance with sun. So children, after Mercury we have Venus. Venus is the hottest and brightest planet of the solar system, as it can be seen in the morning and evening. It is called as the morning star or the evening star. So children, Venus is the hottest and brightest planet in the solar system. Now third one children, third is the earth or we can say our planet. So children, earth occupies third position in the solar system. As we know, nearly 70% of the earth is covered by water, due to which earth is also called the blue planet. Children, when we look at earth from far, it looks blue colored. It seems to be blue colored because most part of the earth is covered by water. That is why it appears blue. That is why we call it as blue planet. It is the only planet on which life is known to exist. So children, earth is the only planet where we find life. That is why we call it as unique planet. So children, earth is a special planet where we can have life, where life is found. Now children, next one is Mars. Children, Mars is the fourth planet of the solar system. It occupies fourth position in the solar system. It is also known as wet planet. Children, why it is known as wet planet? Because of the presence of red soil and rocks. So children, Mars occupies fourth position in the solar system. Now children, next is Jupiter. As we know, Jupiter is the fifth planet of the solar system, and it occupies fifth position in the solar system. Children, Jupiter is the largest planet of the solar system. Jupiter is the children largest planet in the solar system. Children, it is so large that all the planets of the solar system can occupy space in the Jupiter, means can accommodate in the Jupiter. Children, Jupiter इतना बड़ा है कि जो सोलर सिस्टम के सारे प्लैनेट्स उसके अंदर एक साथ आ सकते हैं. So children, it occupies fifth position in the solar system, and it is the largest planet of the universe. It is so large that it can occupy all the planets of the solar system. So children, you can imagine how big it is. Big it is that all the planets of the solar system can be occupied in the Jupiter. So children, this is the fifth planet of the solar system. After this we have Saturn. Children, Saturn is the sixth planet of the solar system. This planet has ring around it. Children, this planet has a ring around it, and it is the second largest planet of the solar system. After Jupiter, this is the second largest planet of the solar system. So children, it also has ring around it. After Saturn, we have Uranus. Children, Uranus is the seventh planet of the solar system. Children, Uranus is the seventh planet of the solar system. And after this we have Neptune. Neptune is the last or the farthest, means सबसे दूर from the sun. That is why, children, it receives cold winds which blow with very high speed. So children, this is the coolest planet, and it also experiences very high cold winds. As it is very far from the Neptune, it is very cold, and it also receives high speed cold winds. So children, this is all about the solar system. But children, actually we want to know the distance between the sun and the earth. So children, let us this distance is about this distance between the sun and the earth is about 150 million kilometer. Children, it is about 150 million kilometers. The distance between the sun and the earth is 150 million kilometers. So children, this distance is very far. It is at the right distance as we get just enough heat and light. Children, as we know, one of the reasons for the survival of living being on the earth is its distance. Because of the distance of the earth and the sun, we are able to live on the earth, or the life is found on the earth. So this is the distance which allows the life to live to grow on the earth. So children, this is the distance of sun which allows the living things to grow on the earth. Children, a layer of, as I told you, as we have discussed earlier, the layer called atmosphere. The layer called atmosphere prevents, as we know, there is a layer around this, and this layer prevents the harmful rays to enter the earth surface. So children, some of the rays which come on this come back from here, because this is the layer called atmosphere, protect us from the harmful rays of sun. So these are the harmful rays from which atmosphere protects us. So these are the rays which help us to protect from these harmful rays. This is the atmosphere which help or which protect us from these harmful rays. So children, when you look at the sky during daytime, what do you see? Children, when you look at the sky, so children, when you look at the sky during daytime, what do you see? Children, you see a round huge ball of fire which is very far away from us. We all know that is sun. Children, what is that huge ball of fire? Huge means very big ball of fire which we see in the daylight, that is sun. Because of this sun only we get heat and light. So children, sun is only the source of heat and light on earth. Early in the morning we can see sun rising from the east. So children, when we get up in the morning, we can see the sun rising from the east, and as the sun rises, our day begins. Children, in the evening the sun set in the west. After the sunset, the night begins and we go to sleep. Children, this distance which we can see here from sun to earth is about 150 million kilometers. Because of this distance only, it is possible for the life to survive on Earth. It is possible for the life to survive on Earth. So children, our next topic is shape. Children, as we have studied in the previous chapter, Earth is round in shape. Children, do you know, long ago people thought that the Earth is flat. People thought that the Earth is flat. So people were very much afraid. Children, as we know, in those days the mode of transport was water. Means the people moved from one place to another through water or through boats. So when they used to sail boats, they were afraid to sail boat. Do you know why? Because they thought if they sail the boat, when the edge of the earth comes, they will fall down. Means if something is flat, it will have edge. Means उसके किनारा होगा. जैसे कि अगर हम एक थाली देखते हैं जिसमें हम खाना खाते हैं, तो अगर थाली फ्लैट है तो उसका जो एज होगा, किनारा होगा, from there when something goes near the edge, it may fall down. So children, similarly, the people in olden days thought that the earth is flat, and if we sail out to the sea, we may fall down from the edge of the earth. That is why they were afraid to sail the boat in the sea. But children, a great explorer, Ferdinand Magellan, proved that earth is round. So children, we can see, we have got several pictures also from the space which showed that earth is round. So children, as we discussed in our previous video or session, that earth is round, it is somewhat spherical. Children, spherical means a huge ball which is completely packed from inside. So children, or you can see a football. Football is also a spherical. Football is also of spherical shape. So children, earth is also spherical but a bit flattened from the top and bottom. As I told you in my previous session, earth is, this is earth. It is flat from here and round from here. It is a sphere. Sphere. Earth is a sphere. So it is flat from here and here. So it is just like an orange. So children, earth is round on both sides and flat from top, and this is bottom. This is bottom. It is flat here and round here. This is sphere. This is spherical in shape. So children, our earth is like a sphere and it is round from both the ends, and at top and bottom it is flat. So children, this is about the shape of the earth. Thank you for today. Tomorrow we will continue with the next topic.